The Katzenstein Levi families have been working together for decades for Yeshiva Rav Samson Hirsch. I'm particularly honored to be able to give kavod to this evening's guest of honor, Shimon Levi, and his wife Yehudis. They too have continued the tradition of the Levi family to work for Yeshiva Samson Hirsch. Hachut hameshulosh meheira lo yinosek. It is unbelievable that these families have worked so hard on behalf of the yeshiva for so many years.
And this concept of doing what you have to do, what you're capable of doing, what you're good at doing for the Tevis HaKlal, that permeated the family, and that I think inspired all of us children. I'm one of 7, and Rafael, Olav Sholem, the oldest, definitely carried on this concept in his various involvements in Divrei Chesed, in Divrei Klal, in Divrei Tzibur, and this was transmitted to the next generation. Shimon, my beloved nephew, he's the go-to man. He needs something done in the shul, something that has to be done. So you go to him and say, "Hey, Shimon, let's get it done," and it gets done.
Starting with my great-grandfather, Mr. Harry Levi, who was handpicked by Rabbi Breuer to run our yeshiva, and then afterwards, my grandfather, Mr. Ray Levi, his involvement in the yeshiva and the kehillah, and now my father's tireless involvement. I'm very proud to be a part of this family.
Shimon's mother, Judy's family, the Schusters, were also role models in Chesed in helping to build the Baltimore Jewish community. Yehudis' parents, Julius and Gita Berendt, were active in the Monsey community, where Julius was in charge of the Chevra Kadisha for many years. Aside from being active in our yeshiva for many years, Yehudis established a Le'ed Gemach in Monsey when they moved into that community, a service she still provides today.
My mother, in a very quiet way, ran a tzedakah that would raise funds for families with newborn babies. We didn't really know so much about it, but we knew that it was running from our house. Stuff was stored in our house, always to help out people in need.
My nephew Shimon grew up in our school and learned here, where he became close to Rabbi Krieger, Zichrono Livracha, who was also a mentor of his father. The Levis also sent their children to the yeshiva where their son is a Rebbe, and Shimon can often be seen learning with his grandchildren. Aside from the journal, which Shimon runs almost single-handedly, Shimon is involved in many aspects of the dinner and has been an integral part of the dinner committee for the past numerous years.
You pick up the journal, but you really don't get the whole story. The amount of work that goes into producing such a volume is unbelievable. But the chiddush here is that our guest of honor, Shimon, took over the job from his father, Zichrono Livracha, seamlessly. You wouldn't notice that all of a sudden, Ray isn't here anymore, we're not going to have a journal. Nobody had to think about it. It was taken care of. And their involvement goes way beyond just producing a dinner journal. Shimon is a member of the board of directors. Together with Yehudis, they're constantly worried about the interest and the progress of our yeshiva. His children have attended the yeshiva, and his grandchildren attend the yeshiva today.
I think what me and my siblings have learned from this is to have an appreciation of what it means to be dedicated to the klal, to the tzibur, and to always be of a help to any organization that we're able to.
Midah should be that you're zeiche, that your children and grandchildren follow in your footsteps and also generate this kavod shamayim.
And we are confident that he, together with his wife, will continue their efforts and to help us continue to serve our Talmidim and Talmidos la'orach yom tovim. May HaKadosh Baruch Hu grant them arichas yomim v'shonim and continue their avodas HaKodesh accordingly.